You want the most complete and comprehensive high school football guide I think I've ever seen. Make sure to pick up this year's edition. Comes out more than once a year, obviously. But Cityscope magazine has done just a bang-up job of putting together any and everything you need to know about high school football for 2017. George Mullinex is here. George, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Man, I'm looking at this thing, and it's 266 pages, wall-to-wall high school football.
Yeah.
We were talking about what a comprehensive coverage this is. Just how comprehensive is it?
Well, we've got 39 teams from 9 counties that are involved with 15 different regions. And with each team, we have the coaches' comments, we have schedules, statistics, pictures of the athletes, rosters. We have everything you'd ever want to know about each and every high school football team that plays in our area, plus the teams that they compete against. So it's a great summary of this year's football teams.
Why did you feel it necessary, with everything that Cityscope covers, to do such a comprehensive high school football
Well,
guide?
gosh, here in Chattanooga, what's more popular than high school football? So it was an easy one for us to do. And the other thing, too, it gives us a chance to go back in time and to capture the stories of past high school football athletes. So, for example, we have a story called Pound for Pound, the toughest guys to ever play the game. And these are the guys that are like 5'8", 130 pounds wet, that just were tough as could be. And then we've got the greatest defenses of all time that go back to 1937.
Wow, that's a bunch.
Yeah.
All right, pound for pound, who are the players you're highlighting in this Cityscope edition?
Well, pound for pound, the one that comes to mind is Pete Potter,
Right.
who played for Red Bank in 1950.
Yep.
Was not that big of a guy, but pound for pound was one of the toughest out there. But then the other thing, like, for example, we have an article which is, where are they now? And these are guys that played high school football here in our area. They're now holding terrific careers. So, for example, Senator Corker.
Yeah.
Played for City.
He was a scrappy little
He was
thing at City High School.
He's a scrappy guy. And then Mayor Coppinger. He was quarterback for Hickson.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Hunt here in town that played for Macaulay.
All right, you also mentioned that you got the greatest defenses from going back 75 years.
Oh, that's right.
Give us your pick on 2 or 3 of those.
Well, I tell you what, Dalton had 2 of them that were really phenomenal, and Baylor had 2 defenses over the course of the 75 years that also were incredible. But we've got 14 of them that cover 75 years, all the way up to Silverdale in 2013, which had an incredible defense.
Well, and you've done this. You've put together this edition as a fundraiser for a lot of the booster clubs.
Right, right.
Tell me how this is going to work.
Well, we provide it to them at no cost, and we encourage them to sell it to the parents as well as those attending their home games. And every dollar that they sell or they raise, they keep for their program. So it's been a great way for us to help support the schools, help them raise money for their schools, and really support their football programs.
You did this in years past, correct?
Yes. Yes.
How much collectively were they able to raise last year? Any ballpark idea?
We've done it now for 5 years, and our estimates are that we've helped them raise somewhere around $10,000 to $20,000 every year.
Wow, very nice.
Every year,
Very
yeah.
nice. And
Yeah.
the word keeps growing on these with each passing year that you put them together.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think everybody right now is looking for this magazine because it does cover the guys that played going back 75 years, and then it covers all the kids that are playing for this year's football teams.
And you haven't written this strictly as a journalist. You've also put this together from the fan point of view.
Absolutely. Well, I think when you look at the publication, you'll see visuals of high school players that played in the past they're just really fascinating. And then you see the kids that are playing this year, and they look like they're in the NFL. They look like they're stars, and so visually, it's really appealing. It's fun to go through.
If someone was to look at this magazine from, let's say, pick a place out in Arkansas, what do you think the thing that football fans would notice about this the most?
I think they would look at this and they would say, why don't we have a magazine like this in our city? Because it really does. It captures so much of our high school football community in a visually very beautiful way, as well as it just shows our high school football community in a way that you really be proud.
How many hours went together putting this magazine to bed?
We start working on this in February and March. So we spent about 4 months working on the publication to have it out right before game day, which is this Friday, first game.
Where can folks pick up a copy of this if they're not affiliated with an area high school
Well,
team?
Barnes & Noble will have them, and select Walgreens stores will have them, but we would encourage everyone to buy the publication from their booster club and then realize that the money raised will go back to their school's program.
Great job you're doing. We're
Well,
going to bring
thanks
you
so
back
much.
mid-season and see how many of these things you've gone through. If you'd like to get in touch with George and find out more about Cityscope magazine, you can do it. It's quick, it's easy, and it's only a mouse click away. The website is cityscopemag.org.
.com.
Cityscopemag.com. Stay with us. We have got much more straight ahead.